Okay then, three, two, one. Well, today's featured artist is a young lady from the UK, and she's a country female singer. We have on the studio hotline Debbie Nunn. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you?
We are well. How are you, Reubenn? Reubenn is joining me in the co-pilot
Uh,
hot seat.
okay, thank you. How are you both?
Lovely day today.
Really well,
Cheers.
Reuben. Thank you. Yeah, the sun is shining, so it's glorious. It's really nice.
Wonderful. And Debbie Nunn, you're a country singer. Um, do you travel around the UK and Europe and beyond?
Yes, yeah, I've travelled worldwide with my music, including Nashville, where I record all my songs and my albums. And that was really exciting and fun. Yeah, I've travelled worldwide.
Amazing. So you've been to places. Reubenn, do you want to add anything on? What would you like to ask?
Was you born in the UK?
No, you've done your research.
Because you sound American.
No, no.
Wait,
I was born in Australia actually.
Australia.
My parents are from UK
Okay.
originally. My mum is a born Cockney. She was born under the Bow Bells, and my dad a Londoner. And my dad had to go to Australia work-wise, and my mum was pregnant with me when they were going to Australia, and I was born out there. And then obviously we came back to the UK because this is my main home. Yes.
So I'm correct. I'm just looking. In Australia, there is a city between Sydney and Adelaide, which is known for country music.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, apparently so. But I've been to Australia once. I visited now where did I go? Perth. I went to
Yeah,
Perth. I was doing a Johnny Walker Classic golfing tournament out there. Not me. I can't play golf.
yeah.
I was invited to sing out there. That was fun. So I've not actually gone to where I was actually born in Sydney, but you'll have to remind me what that place is
Yeah, I'm
called.
trying to look at it now. I
Yeah.
know it's halfway between Sydney and Adelaide, and
Ah,
yeah, it's known as a country capital of Australia, something like that. Anyway, but
yeah.
we'll let you know on that one. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, I think because I've traveled so much and stuff like that, that I think your accent just gets mixed up with different things. Where I may have stayed in America for 6 months, so you tend to pick up a little bit of the accent there. You don't realize, but yeah.
Sure. And you have a new single out. What's the meaning behind the message behind the song?
Yeah, World on My Shoulders. Basically, I was. The story to that really is that I was um, not having such a great time, and the inspiration of the song came from that. And I was out shopping with my mum, and I didn't have a great deal of money at the time, and I think that's still the case for all of us at the moment. But yeah, and I went to the bank and I pulled out £10, you know, the little money that I had in there, and one of the notes, the £10 that I took out of the cash machine, had Jesus written on it. And because I've been speaking to my mum and feeling, as you do, you're trying to cope with various things that go on in life and stuff like that. It was like, wow, that's a sign, that things are going to be great. So, "World on My Shoulders" isn't a song of doom and gloom. It's about knowing that even though things are going wrong in your life, like now for people, with all this lockdown and people sadly losing their jobs and various things that are going on, just know that things are going to be all right, and that was the message for me. And so that's how I came about the song. I started to sing it into my phone at the time, and then I phoned up my long writing partner, Spencer J, and I sang it to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's great." And yeah, so here's the song.
Anything you want to add, Ruben?
Is there a new album?
Oh, then yeah, we're working towards that. It'll be an EP first.
Okay.
We haven't set a date for that as of yet, but At the present moment, we're working towards that. So, yeah, just keep an eye on my website and Facebook fan page and various other social sites, that I'm on. And I'll be releasing the date sometime soon to let you know when the EP will be released. And then obviously it will be, fingers crossed, an album.
Exciting times. Your
Yes,
website is Debbie Nunn, DebbieNunn.com. Is that right?
that's right. Yeah, it's
And
www.debbienunn.com.
people can subscribe to your mailing list, and they might be able to have a few tracks off you.
Yeah. If they go to, if your listeners or yourselves go to my website and join my family on www.debbienunn.com, they'll get some free songs from me.
Excellent. And
Yeah.
you just read your I call them anecdotes, where people kind of share their stories. Yesterday, you sent, or the day before, you shared the story about when you went to Germany, and
Oh, yes.
did you lose your instruments, your music equipment on the plane, or British Airways?
Yeah, so that's on my blog, isn't it? Is that where you got that
Yes,
from
yeah.
my blog? Yeah. Well, basically, we've been working really hard towards a festival that we were going to be doing, well, that we did in Germany, Berlin, and basically from like weeks and weeks you're practicing, and the band was tight and solid, and we'd got it all sussed, and thank goodness we practiced like we did, rehearsed like we did actually, because it paid off. So we got to Germany, and the band travelled out that day, but I travelled there a couple of days before to do some radio interviews and things like that. Well, anyway, on the actual day of the performance, the band arrived. They arrived, and their instruments didn't. So sadly, a lot of people, like the steel guitar didn't arrive, and various things like that. But the show, as they say, must go on. But
Hmm.
I will say that the other musicians that we were on with were absolutely fantastic, and they all pulled together. And it was really heartwarming, because we were so stuck. And they all gave us their instruments to play, and then the show was able to go on. So, literally 5 minutes before going on, I think it was 5 or 10 minutes before going on, we finally got the instruments for the band, and we didn't even get a sound check or anything. So yeah, the show goes on.
Marvelous. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing what happens when the spirit of fellow musicians come together.
It was heartwarming. It was so lovely because, as well, I could see that, my band were literally so gutted, and I said to them, "Don't worry, but we're going to get this sorted," because I'm kind of that kind of person where there's a will, there's a way, and yeah, we achieved it, and it was being televised as well, which
Yeah,
was nerve-wracking enough.
sure. Light at the end of the
So,
tunnel. That's what they say. Always a light at the end of the tunnel.
yeah.
Right, Reubenn, do you want to finish off with one more?
Do you enjoy singing?
Do I enjoy singing? I
Yeah.
love singing. It's a part of me, a part of my life, and I've been singing and since I was very very young. I wrote my first song when I was 10 years old, and I've done all that, the brush in the mirror, and when I was younger, and I used to love singing along to albums, various albums, country albums, and other artists too. I listen to all types of music. I just love music. If it sounds good, I listen to it. If it's got great lyrics, I love it. It's got a great story, and I just love doing that. I love delivering a story when I'm singing. So yeah, I absolutely love singing. It's
Did,
my passion. I sing every day.
brilliant. Did you ever do the impressions of Olivia Newton-John from Greece when she did the "Look at Me, I'm Sandra D"?
No, no. Are you going down the path of? You think I sound like Olivia Newton-John?
Actually, I was about to say very similar to Shania Twain. I mean,
Oh, right.
yeah, a bit of everything really.
Yeah.
You are unique though. So
Oh, thank you. No, I do get told that I sound very similar to Olivia
I
Newton-John,
see.
and I get called UK's Dolly Parton,
Yep.
which is really lovely because I absolutely adore that lady, and I adore Olivia Newton-John as well. Yeah, I sang along to the Grease and things like that. Actually, I did sing a song in a panto, um, Hopelessly Devoted.
Oh yes, that's classic, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I did it as a charity locally to help out, children that can't go
Mhm.
to a usual panto because they're quite expensive to go to. And the local university put on a panto and asked if I would do that. And I thought, oh, because it's for a great cause, yeah, I'd love to do that. And yeah, it was Robin Hood that we did. And I sang Hopelessly Devoted. Yeah.
Amazing. I just found out that place in Australia where they do the country music festival is Cairns.
Oh, yes, yes, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a big festival, isn't it? It's been
Yeah.
going for years. Yeah. Well,
Wonderful.
hopefully I'll get invited to do that. That would
Sure.
be great.
Well, we've got our fingers crossed for you. All the best, Debbie, and with your musical journey.
Oh,
Reubenn,
thank you, Danny. Thank you,
you're
Yes.
welcome.
Reuben. You're very welcome. I've enjoyed it.
Great stuff.
It's been
And
lovely talking to you.
we'll keep a track on your progress for your weekly emails and yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, if your listeners sign up and join my family on my website, debbienunn.com, they will get free songs, but they'll also find out what I'm up to first, whether I'm releasing music or whether I might be doing a live performance that may be coming soon, things like that. So, yeah, just keep in touch with me. And I'd
Yeah.
love to hear from you as well.
Lovely. Thanks so much, Debbie Nunn, for your time. And we're going to play your new track now.
Oh, great.
Let's get it right. Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, hi. Well, I'm Debbie Nunn, and this is my new single, "World on My Shoulders."
Thanks, Debbie.
You're very welcome.
Thanks,
Bye
Reubenn.
bye.
Thanks, Debbie.
Bye,
Bye.
Ruben. Bye bye.